What up, G Life fans? Your boy MC Shadow. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out the playlist, all that good stuff. Now, what I wanted to talk about today is the black gangs in the 818 San Fernando Valley, and the homeboys relationships with these neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Because I get asked, if us Hispanic gangs have beef with the black gangs, out here in the Valle. Now, yes, there is beef between homeboys and black gangs, but it's not heavy beef like that. It's just some light beef. It gets on and cracking if it's on site. You know what I mean? But it's rare that homeboys actually go looking for these individuals. But the black gangs that we have in the valley, there's not that many. Um, you know, the black neighborhoods in the Valle, like aren't that large. You know what I'm saying? And there's not that many. A few crib sets, a few blood sets, and stuff like that. Now, like for cribs, you have the Whitsett Avenue Cribs, which is located right there in North Hollywood. Now I know they claim the Valley Plaza Park, but that's our park. They actually kick it. Because there's three parks right there. It's where the Valley Plaza Park, where it has an iconic bridge. That's where my neighborhood's at. And then you have when you cross, as soon as you cross Vinoan, there's another park right there where there's a swimming pool. And then you have a more smaller park because there's a theater right there where the Valley Plaza's at. Up on that side already, heading towards Victory. There's another little park that's behind a theater right there, and this theater's like where you get to watch like movies that are already like barely out on DVD, but you only pay like $3. It's one of those kind of theaters. You only pay like $3, like $5 for a movie. You get what I'm saying? It's already a movie that's out on DVD, but like barely came out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's still new. Anywho, there's a little park right there, and that's where they kick it at. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the Pacoima Piru Bloods, which is the next bigger neighborhood, which is right there by the Handsome Dam Park in the city of Pacoima. Now they go at it like massively with like the Hispanic gangs, so like in Pacoima. Seems like nobody likes them on that side except the Van Nuys boys. So they gotta be on their toes. They should be cracking. And that's the neighborhood where that guy Whack 100, I think that's his name. The one that's always with the game, the rapper. That's the neighborhood that he's from, so that's his set. Then you have Original Valley Gangster Cribs, which they're in Panorama, and also by Northridge. They're another large neighborhood, that's pretty much scattered. You know what I'm saying? But they with the business. And then you have Every Girl's Fantasy. No, it's Every Woman's Fantasy. So EWF. They're just like a set. You know what I mean? And then you have a Balling on Point, which started right there in North Hollywood, and they're also in Reseda. They're neither Crip nor Bloods. They're just their own gang. You know what I mean? They claim neither side. So it's just a black gang that just rolls solo bolo. So you have them. Then you have Panorama, a Cali Mob. That's another set that belongs to neither Crib nor Blood. They're just their own set, their own roll solo bolo. So you have them. Then you have the Liggett Street Bloods. They actually used to be neither Crib nor, they became Bloods now, but before they were neither Crips nor Bloods either. That's how the black neighborhoods in the Valle started. They just started as like gangs. They weren't Crips nor Bloods. You know what I'm saying? They roughly started like maybe like around the 80s, right? And they didn't become like Bloods or Crips sets till like the mid 90s. You get what I'm saying? That's when they started using like the actual color things. So you have them. Then you have the Dead End Gangster Crips. They're in Pacoima. almost by San Fernando High School is where they're located at. That's another set that be going at it with a lot of Hispanic gangs because, well, I got homies from there. Shout out to Little Insane right there. Shout out to homie Nugs. Shout out to homie Fist. They with the business. Uh, they down for theirs. I'll get to the Asian neighborhoods on a different video, but before be like, oh, hey, you forgot this crib set, you know what I mean? Blood set, what? They'll get their own video. But that's as for black gangs in the valley, and then you have Bounty Hunter Bloods. They have a little fraction right there in North Hollywood. So do the Nutty Block. But those cliques are roughly smaller sets. Like you have Food Town also right there. And they go at it with like Hispanic gang, like we go at it with the Bounty Hunter Bloods. There's some relationships that are rocky with some sets right there. But the original ones at the Valley is the original Valley Gangster Cribs, the Dead End Gangster Cribs, the Pacoima Pyru Bloods, the Every Woman's Fantasy, the Ballin' on Point, and the Liggett Streets and the Panorama Mob Clique. So those are the originators out the Valley. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, like the relationship with homies and them, like, they don't beef it with like every neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But there is some sets that go like at it pretty hard. Like the Pacoima Pyrublas in some of the Pacoima neighborhoods, or us, or like us in the whitsets, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And shit be cracking. Like how it is, like how we hit up each other and stuff like that. It's more like when you see them like all like in their colors, like all red or all blued out, like that's what you're back. Or when you hear them talk, because they tend to be like, whether they're Bloods or Crips, they'll say blood a lot or cud. That's how you already know, and you get it on them popping. You know what I mean? You just let them know, hey, what's up, where you from, homie, and that's how it cracks. You know what I'm saying? But it's more like it's on like you don't go looking for them. Only like if you like see them, that's when it gets popping. Like that's how the relationship is with Hispanic neighborhoods and black neighborhoods in the Valle. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I got a story. There's a rapper. He passed away already. His name was Big Payback. He was from the Whitsett Avenues, and we actually caught homie slipping once. You know what I mean? There was an incident that happened where homie's cousin and grandma got robbed for their chain at the bus stop by the Whitsett Avenues, and so they were chilling. I guess they were chilling, right? So I guess the homie had gotten a phone call and said that they were, where they were at. And so me and two of the homies and homegirl, we were driving. You know what I'm saying? And we pulled up like by where the theater was at, and Big Payback was right there. He was on his cell phone, and his homie was sitting like on the bench, and he was like, I don't know if he was doing like he was like beatboxing, like smacking his hands on the table, like I don't know, like making a beat, and they had a homegirl with them. So so like we were like, oh, there they are, and homie. My homie, he opened the back. Man, that fool was already like, homie was still driving, dog. This fool already like jumping out, like I'm like, oh shit, like what the fuck. So homie, like he takes off, so like I open the door and like we start running up. You feel me? So he's running up, so they weren't able to see us from where we're running up from. Homie gets the food that's on the table. Bam! Food didn't even expect it. So Payback, like he turned around, like he even let his phone drop, and so like I'm already running up to him. Like I don't roughly remember all that well, but I think I did like a jumping knee, Cause I remember him taking like I got contact like on his side. He took like 3 steps, you know what I mean, and then we started throwing it down, and I ain't gonna lie. I lost that fight. Homie knocked me down like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Homie had hands. He was way bigger than me. Like I said, I never bullshit. I'm not afraid to admit my losses, or like, you know what I mean. They're like acting like I won every fight. Like, nah, like homie knocked me down 3 times, and then that's when the homie, he threw a park or whatever. Like he came running up, and then homegirl, was already like handling his homegirl, and then so me and homie started handling, homie. Yeah, I know what you guys gonna say. Oh, 2 on 1, some bitch shit or whatever. It's the streets, homie. Shit cracks, dog. Shit won't. You know what I mean? It is what it is. No use to crying over spilled milk. Yeah, so payback at hands. You know what I mean? I definitely lost that fight. I ain't scared to admit my losses. You know what I mean? Pay my respects to that fool. Like he handled his. He ain't no chump. Yeah, but that's an interesting story right there. You know what I mean? And the relationship with us and homeboys. Just wanted to throw those out there. So don't be afraid to admit your losses. You ain't gonna win all of them, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying. Hey, homies that are from black neighborhoods, hey, psst, they put it down. They put it down, homie. Don't think like they some weenies, homie. Like homies are with the business, dog. Just wanted to share those stories. You know what I mean. Some advice. Just stay out of the streets, and don't think that you're gonna win every fight, and don't be afraid to admit your losses, homie. You know what I mean. The ones that talk on the internet, at the end of the day, they're the ones that will never do anything. So just tell it how it is all the time. And Shadow, I'm out.